Tutti Giambotta, thank you for joining. Gonna wait for some of you people to come in. Oh. Hey, what's going on? Hey, thanks for joining. James, Rosemary, Leslie. Oh, Les. My God, Leslie, thank you for joining. Patricia, hey, P-Cake, I love you, girl. Thank you so much. My sister, Roro. Thank you. Yes, this is your baby sister. And I'm so proud to always say that I'm the youngest. Okay. How are y'all doing today, right? What's cooking? Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you. I am really very excited. Hey, beautiful. Right back at you, Les. Beautiful. Oh, my God. I'm so grateful for all you people joining in. I really appreciate it. My sister, Ro, Patricia, PK, yo. Man, girl, we have to get together in the city. I haven't seen you in a long time. We're going to make that happen. I am so excited about today's show. Hey, Dennis. And listen, I want to let you know what I'm going to do. In the beginning of the show, I'm going to try to do as many shout-outs as I can before I bring my guest on. And then after my guest exits, then, I love you too, P-Cake. Then I will do some more shout-outs and talk to you. Oh, Olga, my Italian sister, what's up? Mike, what's going on? Hey, oh, he's saying hi to my sister, pardon me. Yo, Ronnie, what's going on, Ronnie? My buddy from back in the day. Oh, Barbara, I love this. This is great. Thank you all for joining. And please, just know, if you have any questions for my guest, feel free to put them up right here. If you're shy, do the bullshit where it says, look, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for a friend. Okay. How you doing, Ronnie, my man? I miss you. Let me know when you're back in town, okay? So I'm really excited. Madeline Di Martino. Oh, my God. There's so many Tutti Maisano. I got to tell you, it's funny. I love this. I just love this so much. So I want to tell you a little bit about today's show, for me, anyway. Not even talking about my guest yet. But today's show I love because, first of all, it's about romance. It's about love. It's about amore. Oh, thank you for the loves and the likes. I appreciate it. It's about keeping it together. Tammy, what's up, girl? All those things that look so freaking easy that are really sometimes hard to do, right? Yeah, I think so. But my family was a little bit different. My mother was the barometer for everything, okay? My very Italian mom, God bless her, you always knew where you stood with a new partner that you brought home. Because my mother would inevitably say to me, babe, your brother's bringing that other one. So if your partner was called the other one, you were screwed. Okay? Just so you know. All right? Mike, what's going on, Michael? Yeah, that's how it went down. Okay? The other one. Okay? So, so the interesting thing, though, is that with relationships, that's what I wanted to talk about before I bring on my guest, is that it seems to me it's something about the holidays. Montreal, what's going on? It's true, right? The other one, right? Yeah. I had to step back and really think about this. So I wrote something down because I really thought it would be prevalent to what's going on. Okay, for me, it's like what is it about the holidays that heightens the word relationship or lack thereof? Right? It seems that during the holidays, the strangest emotions start to creep in, don't they? Yeah. Hey, David, what's up? You were fine in September. Is it the change of seasons? Does it only happen if you're single? I don't know. Trisha. you find yourself reminiscing about relationships of days gone by, right? Before you know it, you're in a cozy chair with a snifter of brandy and you're on the Jacob Marley misery tour. Yeah, the misery tour. I'm telling you. Lisa, what's going on? Your mind takes you through every bad relationship you ever had. And what's worse is that you actually start missing them. True, right? Did you ever miss the people that you really freaking hate? Yes. Oh my God. See, it actually starts in the fall. This is the bad time. It's like pumpkin season. That's when it starts. All of a sudden you feel this despair about not being in the patch. That's what I think happens. And then you have this insatiable urge for cider. And oh Lord, and then let's not forget the raging fireplace. And as the wind whistles, you hear all the voices of your ex. Oh my God. All your exes are in that voice. Geez, you know what? I don't even think I meet the height requirement for those rides. I'm telling you right now. Joe, what's going on? But I will admit, I happen to be the Jiminy Cricket of love. Yeah, that's me. Yup. That's right, Madeline. Thinking about the love you lost, right? Or, you know, the one that got away. All those beautiful songs, right? The one that got away. Hey, Joe, how you doing, doll? But I am the Jiminy Cricket of love. And I am the perpetual Peter Pan. I really am. I do also believe that love comes from the most unexpected places. Hey, thank you so much, Montreal. Haha, appreciate that. And you know what? I'm going to find the love of my life one day. I am. But you know what really sucks? Sometimes you do find the love of your life, and they're just not ready, okay? And I really hate when that happens. I really do. Oh my God. Jesus. So, sad but true, right? It's for the love of it all that great stuff that we go through in those beautiful songs, right? Unexpected places, right, Madeline? Dominic Mancino, oh, my boss, what's going on, dude? Thank you for joining. I really appreciate that. So I'd like to talk about my guest before I get her on here. And I think you guys are really going to love her. Oops, we're getting a lot of emails here, Abe. So just so you know, I got some information, all right? Let me just pull up something here so I can get this for her and get that ready. I definitely want to tell you interesting things about my guest. First of all, she's become a fast and furious friend. She really has. She's an amazing woman. She has an extreme amount of empathy and very sincere, very caring. Perhaps this is why she chose this profession, one of being a therapist, right? Thank you so much, Joe. I love you too. And I appreciate that you love the show. I appreciate that. And I guess in order to be in that profession, you do need to have that kind of disposition. Because I would not be good. I'd be like, what? You're going to tell me the same shit again? No. But she's absolutely wonderful. I adore her. I feel like I've known her all my life. And she specializes in couples therapy as well. She's also trained in EMDR. And I would like to bring Amy on. Oh, Amy. Uh-oh, Amy. Where are you, dear? Okay, Amy, make sure that you're... All right, we're having an issue here. Just bear with me, guys. We're having a little bit of an issue. Amy, just make sure that one setting that we talked about, I'm going to approve. That one setting that makes you go landscape. Yes!
Hey,
Hey, we have Amy Henson right here.
Finally.
And I love it. And I love
all the technical difficulties.
Yeah, but we fixed it. That's all good. It's all good. Okay.
And as you see, I'm in my backyard. So we're hoping we're not going to be attacked by bees or noisy vehicles. The dog is locked away, but
I love that, though. It's a very nice, serene kind of view.
Exactly. Just a nice place to breathe and kind of, yes, enjoy nature.
Yeah. So we're getting some people here saying, hi, lovely Amy.
Hi, Tammy.
Tammy.
Hi, Leslie.
Can you see some of the notifications?
I can see them. I think they're a little bit delayed. I see Tammy right here, though.
Okay, good, good. Okay, we got Michael, Jackie, Maria. Oh, thanks so much for all joining, people. I appreciate it. As I was saying before, first of all, I just want to let everybody know, talk about a coincidence. Today is World Mental Health Day.
Yes, and it's something that is slowly but surely starting to get the attention that it really, truly needs. And acceptance and, you know, basically people are not afraid to say, you know what, I suffer from anxiety, I have OCD. We're able to have a voice about it now without the shame.
Right, right. And why do you think that's happened? And now more so than in the past couple of years? Is there something in our society, do you think, that...
Why are we accepting it, or why are we seeing so much of it?
Both.
Oh, the reasons could be endless. I think that there are a lot more pressure on us now today. As a matter of fact, I've heard that teenagers in high school suffer the same amount of anxious distress that people in the 50s would have been hospitalized for.
Wow.
And that's just teenagers. So,
right.
So yeah, we are a lot more pressure, deadlines, everything is now, we have the internet, our brains are becoming accustomed to constant changing information, right. And we expect that. And then when we don't have that, we sense boredom. It's a kind of addiction.
Yeah. And, I also feel, and this is just me and I could be wrong, but I guess I feel that everything that's going on in today's environment and God forbid all of the school shootings and all of that, I think it's really drawn more attention to mental health awareness, right?
Absolutely. And as we know, a lot of famous people are bravely coming forward and stating that they suffer as well. And I think that normalizes it for a lot of people, as well as just recognizing, to be honest, that all of us suffer to a degree from a lot of these symptoms, even if we don't have a full-blown diagnosis.
Right. Right. I guess you're right. I guess, like, you don't have to have a diagnosis, but you can be depressed about something for 4 days and then it goes away. Right?
Absolutely. Well, and to be honest, even personality disorders, you could drive yourself crazy looking up all the different symptoms of borderline disorder, for example, and say, oh, I can be moody. Do I have borderline personality disorder? No, it's when they're taken to the extreme that one warrants a diagnosis in conjunction with other symptoms, of course.
Right. That's interesting. So, Amy, what drew you into psychology, and especially couples? Because, I would just think dealing with one person would be hard enough for me, but have two of them in the room at the same time.
Well, and it goes way back, but as far as couples, when I was getting my master's degree, I had no intention on going into family or marriage counseling whatsoever. Actually, my interest at the time was in eating disorders. However, it just grew, and I think I saw my first couple in practicum. I think truly for me, it's because I've been in satisfying, fulfilling relationships, and I have been in unfulfilling relationships. And it's my true desire for all of my couples, not only to be married, but to be in a satisfying, fulfilling relationship. And I take that back, not necessarily married. I want them to be together with a true, intimate connection. I want them to be fulfilled, because really what has happened, I think the reason the divorce rate and separation rates have increased over the years is because we're recognizing that we do want something more. We don't want the relationships of bygone days when we simply administered a household together. We want the relationship that, you know, where our person is our best friend and our lover, and, you know, provide support, and again, that source of intimacy that I think that's what we're all looking for. And in search of something more, unfortunately, we're leaving the relationship behind instead of doing the work.
Right. And then sometimes, you know, I think people, I don't know, it's like they'd rather just walk away from something than put the time in.
Absolutely.
Right?
We all either want a pill, we want a pill, or we want to go to counseling and we want the counselor to fix us. Or, you know, a lot of the couples, they come for 1 hour and say, okay, do your magic, but we're not going to go home and work on this, you know. But yeah, we want the easy fix. And sometimes in a lot of cases, that is leaving the relationship and finding something that seems easy, that seems exciting, but guess what? It's also going to be work.
Right. And I think that's what people don't realize, because it's not an easy task. And I'm a huge advocate of therapy, always was, and found it helpful for me. And there were many times that I used to say to my therapist, you know, like, well, you know, I need a plan. I need to, you know, get, and he was a very Zen kind of guy, and had the most bizarre sense of humor. So he would like go to his desk and like go in a drawer, like he was going to pull out an envelope, like a pamphlet that said, here's your plan. You know what I mean? And he would walk over to me with an envelope and say, here. And I'd be like, what is this? And, you know, like when you're in the moment, you're all, and I'm a little jacked up naturally, you know that. So, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? And he goes, it's your plan. And I'm like, look, I'm the comic. You're not the comic. You're the shrink. And he'd say, Maryann, let the plan find you. Let the plan find you. Which kind of made sense to me. Because sometimes I think we keep running at like a hamster in a treadmill. What was that?
I'm sorry, the audio is coming in funky.
Yeah. What did you say?
The audio is coming in funky.
Okay. But I think you were answering my question. Where I said, let the plan find you. And I think he was right.
Yes. I got that part. Like I said, the audio has been a little funky. I'm struggling to understand. It's a little garbled.
Okay. So
we're good.
You got that part about when he said.
I think we're good now. Yeah.
All right. Okay, good. So I find it interesting though that when couples come in or anybody goes to a therapist, they really do expect the therapist to fix them.
Absolutely. And when I say they want the pill, sometimes that's a metaphoric pill. They want me to tell them what to do sometimes. And that is not my role to tell you what to do. My role is to help give you maybe some insight and maybe note some patterns, but it's really more beneficial for you to figure out what's best for you.
Right.
As opposed to, you know, not people, I think, want someone else to carry that responsibility. And so they can say, well, if it doesn't work out, I did what she told me to do.
Right, exactly. Right. And then it's always nobody wants responsibility.
Oh, hell no, nobody does.
No.
I mean, and that's why, and that's especially true in couples therapy. That's the biggest issue I run into with people is they're coming to therapy for me to fix their partner.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with me. It's my partner that's screwed up.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
And you know, I can be guilty within the context of a particular conflict. And again, this is the biggest issue. We always sit there and say, well, I'm right because she did this. And very rarely do we sit back and say, how have I contributed? You know, how could I have resolved this conflict more easily?
Right. Exactly.
And it's so counseling. It's so true. They it's my goal typically to get people to really basically hold up the mirror and say, what am I doing to contribute to the state of this relationship?
Right. True. Well, interestingly enough, I've been putting this up all week about you being on the show, and I have 4 questions where people
Okay.
choose to remain anonymous because I said that was
Okay.
their choice. Um,
Absolutely.
and hey, look, if you have answers, great. If you don't, then I don't know what to say. I don't know. I was going to answer them, but then I thought that would be bad.
Well, and again, remember, sometimes it's not about getting the actual answer, but we'll see what we
Yeah,
have
see
here.
what you got. I don't know. You might have some insight. You may, whatever. Okay, so one person writes, my boyfriend and I have been seeing each other for 2 years. One minute he's all in, and the next I feel like he's disconnected and really could care less. I believe he loves me, and yet he has a hang up about commitment. I mean, just saying the word relationship. My friend said he's a bullshitter. Is he?
That obviously, again, I can't answer a yes or no question there.
Right.
I definitely hear, the red flag of commitment difficulties, commitment issues. And again, now, if you take that into counseling, you're going to delve a little bit deeper into why that is.
Right.
Um, is there a fear? Even with men, there can be a fear of abandonment. There can be, it could be just as basic as the fact that they're not letting themselves go all in. They kind of have that emotional wall, if you will,
Right.
because they would be devastated to lose that. And so let's not let ourselves feel too deeply. So obviously I can't give a yes or no question,
Right.
but I definitely would say, if you can promote some emotional intimacy, and if not, to get the answers that way. If not, either individual or couples counseling would be beneficial in that respect. A lot of times it's, we do delve into, in couples therapy, individual negative cognitions, fears, upbringing, expectations due to our family of origin, that kind of thing. But sometimes it's difficult to really get into those individual matters in a couple session. So if he's willing, go to individuals, an individual session, that would probably be very helpful, as well as couples. Unfortunately, and this is beginning to change, but I think a lot of times, if one gender is particularly more fearful or resistant to counseling, it typically is the men, because our society has cultured them into believing that they're really only allowed to feel the emotions of excitement and anger. And so it's sometimes difficult for them to not only express what they're feeling, but even to know what they're feeling.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll get that one. Okay, question number 2. I'm recently out of an on and off again relationship for about 2 months now. My friends are amazing. They've been a great support system in my life. However, I still have feelings, and I know that I will or can never get back in that situations, but my friends expect me to just let go of my feelings. Why can't they understand what I'm going through?
I don't know that they truly don't understand. They're just hopeful, they're optimistic that you can get on with your life. But I think most of us recognize that you can't turn your feelings off. Um, that particular person may continue to be in love with that former partner
Right.
for the rest of their lives. That doesn't mean that relationship serves that person. Sometimes relationships don't serve us. You're not a good fit with that person, but that doesn't mean that you don't continue to have feelings for them.
True. No, I agree. So it's just
now, of course, it comes, perhaps, and I don't know exactly, the details of the situation, but perhaps those friends are concerned. Maybe this person is exhibiting some behaviors that they believe to be, harmful.
right.
And they're just really wanting to help. But I think most people should at least recognize, at least with a little bit of maybe age and wisdom, that no, we don't turn our feelings off.
Right.
Sometimes we struggle even that person may come back into our lives, and we may know that it's not a relationship that serves us, and we struggle because the feelings are there.
Right.
But
right.
it's important to recognize that sometimes you have feelings of love for someone, and it doesn't mean that it's the right relationship for you.
Absolutely. No, I agree. No, I like that answer. That's good. Oh wow, this is interesting. Okay. I've had 3 marriages, and now I've been dating this guy for a while. We don't live together, yet he's a good man.